Well, the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Brings up the 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Simpson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Go! Go, Reed! Go! Ready, ready?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play.
A gain of 36 yards.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line. Hey, easy, 63, back.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 73.
Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
63. Go Silver, ready?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Hurts sets up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded just inside the 20. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
They go play action here on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll look to throw now on first down. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now, after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
In motion goes the tight end. On third down, Cloud. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Down by James Bradbury. A gain of 12. And the Commanders' first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go.
At the Eagles' 3-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Commanders 21, Eagles nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now 2nd and 9.
73. 73. Crowd left Yeti.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simpson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Simpson, and a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Tiger swung.
From the gun, here's Swift. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at it.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st down, Washington.
Ready? Warrior 70. Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 60 yards. And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Commanders 28, Eagles 3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey! 73! Count left, Yeehy. No touch.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No touch.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
No touch.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Simpson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd
Count
and
left,
9.
Yeehy. Count left, Yeehy. No touch.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And this is Simpson with a catch. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now an audible here into something else.
Tiger Hornet. No touch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Come on.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Eagles 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
There he goes, right side.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. He's to the 15, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. On second down, it's Simpson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Simpson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now, before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, bad.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll... Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And he is is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Go Silver, ready? Hey, Silver. Don't touch.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia from 28 yards out. And his kick here is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play there for Washington. And even 50 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll try to run this one in.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Commanders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
63. No touch.
They go play action with Hurts.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Here we
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards.
I'll tell you what, he's got 2 touchdowns on the ledger already, and that very well could have been a third. They have had absolutely no answer for him defensively, and he's just run free all game long.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Get it! And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, break. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Simpson reels it in over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Commanders are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
He finds his man complete. That's Simpson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might give radio silence back.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And now they're in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2nd and 1.
The Eagles 40-yard line.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burnett. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touch.
And this is caught at the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Joey Slye for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Commanders 65. Eagles 6.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Flushed out right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
22 yards. That's good for an Eagles.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Another Eagles.
King, Bill King, Bill King.
22-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Simpson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
On the set. 1st down, Washington.
65 cat.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Commanders,
they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.